Okay, I'm live. Oh, I still got an echo. I did not have an echo until I went live. Urgh. How bad does that sound on the stream? Here, my. Okay, I'm live. Oh, I still got an echo. I did not have an echo until I went live. I turned my volume all the way down. Wonder if that'll fix it. Like how that's picking up the speaker. No, that does not fix it. Okay, I have no clue why I'm getting that echo. It's like my microphone. All sound is picking up. It must be the OBS 28 update. I don't know. Here, let me pick one of these. Now, what do I have? No, I sound. Why are you? Urgh, urgh. And I like how it didn't show up until I went live. Of course, because things don't go bad until you're live. Remove background. Okay, that's fine. I don't have. Device. Nope, that's not it. Oh, Windows. Why are you doing this to me? We might just go ahead with the. That's not what I wanted. And then Windows hides everything behind a million different. I don't want that one either. Here we go. Recording. Microphone. I do not have listen to this device turned on. I use this microphone. That's the one I have coming through. And I do not have listen to this device turned on. But for some reason, it's picking it up. So maybe it's under the. I don't see anything about listening. Okay, we're just going to go for it. Because reasons. Hopefully it won't be too annoying. I'll have to do a test stream sometime. And hey, Steve. I'm going to have to just do a test of it. Get this keyboard out of my way so I'm not hitting the wrong one to type on. Let's turn off that pop thing. Okay, let's go to basic. And it's amazing how quickly I remember to use Shift 2 for quotes instead of hitting it over here on the left side of the keyboard. Okay, there's our great program from last week. And if I run it, A and Z will go up and down, and then the left and right will go. And if I collect the food, he'll get longer. And so the problem we had last week was, well, besides the fact that there was no collision detection, the problem we have is that counter at the top, we're saving every single location of every segment of our snake in a variable, and it just continues to grow. And so eventually, since I only plan that to be 960 characters, when that hits 960, it's going to crash because it runs out of space. So we have to fix that first. Got to remember. So what I was thinking is, after we down here, fill contains our, I forget what H stood for. Does anybody remember what H stood for last week? It's our length. It's our pointer in the array where we are, and it stores the horizontal, and then it stores the X and the Y. And then at the very end, because we moved forward one, it has to delete the last character. So that's what that last position is. So what we want to do at 1320, I'm thinking I just shuffle the array down. And the array starts on where is the array starts on 1. I can't remember if AtariBasic arrays start on 0 or 1, but this one starts on 1, so we'll go off of 1. So in 1320, we are going to go through, so we'll use temp as our variable. If we start our array on 1, we want to go start at 2, and we're going to say whatever's in position 2, we're going to shove it down to 1. And then we're going to change our fill. We're going to take it down 1. Actually, we can optimize our code there. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, for t equals 1, 2, length. Because L is the length of our array. Would we even need fill then? I don't even think we need fill. Because if we're shoving, after we erase that last pointer, if we shove everything back in the array, we don't even need fill anymore. Well, we'll leave it right now, and then we'll go back and this program needs optimized after we're done. Nope, and we want to start this at 2. So then PXH, so player X, history for T minus 1 equals for T. And we do the same thing for the Y axis. For T minus 1 equals PYH for T. So that'll shove everything down both of those down in the array, and then PHL equals minus 1. Will that work? I have 3 goals for tonight. 1 is to shuffle the array down so we can continue to play forever. 2 is to start some sort of collision detection. And 3, if we have time, we got to write the code so the food does not end up on the snake. Because the longer the snake gets, the more of a chance the food will end up on it. Save that before we run it. Okay. So the code still is working. Now let's see what happens when we get length in there. Whoa, pretty good. It hasn't crashed, but it's not erasing the last character. Error 3. What is error 3? Oh, I brought up the AtariBasic manual so I can string length, array length. There it is. Value error. Well, that's just great. Value error in 1310. Let's get our cursor back. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? So the first time through, we set 1 equals pxh for 2, t. Do we want PHL minus 1, or do we just, let's take 1350 out. Oh, see, look, my length is, but that fixed it. So we're getting closer, but it's still, PHL is still expanding, so it's going to run out of space as soon as I hit 960. Which, that ain't good. Okay, so we move it there. We erase the last one. Now let's shove everything down in that array. I shove everything down in the array. I don't think I want to go to length. I want to go to PHL because we want to go to the last character in PHL. Oops. After you edit a line in AtariBasic, you have to hit enter to actually enter the line. Because if I go up and change that line but don't hit enter, it doesn't save it anywhere. Oh, we got to fix the when you hit a different key. Well, hey. Silly game. Why aren't you working when I do that? P equals 2 to PHL. I have all those. I still want to subtract one from PHL, don't I? And then it's really great when it does work. Don't come to me. Just give me a second. I'm pretty sure this should be PHL because we went it to the pointer of the last in the array. So the first time through, T is 2. So position 1 is going to equal position 2. Second time through, T is 3. So position 2 is going to be equal to position 3. So that should shove all that stuff down. And then we subtract 1 because everything's shoved down 1. This is riveting video, I know. If you're just joining me, I'm trying to figure out how to shuffle my array and have it still work to erase the last character. And it is not working. Because as soon as I get food... Yeah, why is... It's getting slower because it has to copy everything down on that array. And it's getting slower every single time it runs. Oh, how about this becomes the easiest version of Snake you've ever played, because the longer you play, the easier, the slower it gets. Oh my. Oh, fudge. Didn't want to run it again. I don't think this is the right way to go anyway. I'm just removing them all. Oops. Do you know how I'm going to fix it? I'm going to make both these arrays huge. And there we go. I don't know how much memory that's going to take up. Okay, apparently I can't have an array that big. So I got to rethink how I'm doing that whole thing because it's just not going to work how I have it. Okay, making those that big is not going to work. Error 9 is array or string dimension error, so it probably doesn't let me do an array that large. So we extend the array in 1300, take our pointer and add one onto it. So we know the last character where we're currently writing. We set all those, and then we go to the length of the array. We take our pointer and subtract the length, so we know where the space goes. Then I think I need to shove the array down. That's what I wanted to do, and it didn't quite work for me. EHL, because that's the last character of the array. So PXH for 1 will now equal the position, equal what was ever in 2, and so on and so forth. And then we take one off of PHL because all right, time for some debugging. I think it messes up when I get the food in the pointer. Yeah, it messes up when I get the food because my length changes. And now I'm just grasping at straws. Okay, I got length of 2, but it's missing the... It printed 1 correctly. Okay, I'm getting closer. Because it didn't crash at 4. Okay, I'm getting closer. It just doesn't know how to erase the last character right now. But it's not crashing. Erasing 1 character, but it's not erasing... Okay, we're getting closer. It didn't crash. Actually, I only need to run this. No, I need to run this every time because... No, yeah, I need to run this every time because it's removing the last space on the string. I wonder if I need to start... Do strings start at 0 or 1? Do. Yeah, strings start up. Oh no, strings start at 1. What am I talking about? I want to know where arrays start. You know what? It's time for a Mountain Dew break. That's what the problem is. Let's get to some dimension stuff. Okay, because I think my whole problem, part of my problem is I can never remember if arrays start on 0 or 1. Arrays start on 0. So let's fix that part first. Yeah, Fegan, I'm going to add some ghost subs here soon because, well, I expected it to scroll. Oh my goodness. Oh, fudge. Is there an easy way for me? I don't even know, since I'm doing this on real equipment, there's no easy way for me to just share my code out. Because that would be cool. I have a FujiNet. If somebody figures that out, let me know. Yeah. Okay. Arrays start on 0, so these should be starting on 0. And the pointer, we're starting at 0. Because we only have 1. Now down at... And Fegan, you better not get this working before me. So we want to start this at 1 to the length. And then PHL equals length. Save it. Ah. Close. Close. We're so close. Hey. Oh, so close. It takes a second before it gets it right. So it leaves an X at the end. Okay. So every time it adds one on the L, it messes up. And I feel like it's slowing down every single time it gets longer because it's taking a while to get through that loop. That's a bummer. Yeah, it's definitely slowing down. We're not very long, and it's going pretty slow. All right. We'll optimize that later. Okay, I needed to do this anyway because the food we're going to have to change anyway. So I'm going to put this at 2,000. Oops. Remember when I said it was going to be an issue because that line was so long? Well, it's an issue. Let's see if we can fix this. Remember when I did that really long line? Well, I shouldn't have done that. Ugh. Remember when I made fun of the Apple editor? Well, at least you didn't have to fix things like this. Okay. That's not what I wanted. I have to retype. Nope, I know what to do. Shove that over there. Then add a line in front of that. Now, move that line up. Oh, it won't let me. Okay, completely mess that up. Okay, up here at 1280, now instead of having this obnoxious line that I can't edit because it's too long, if those are equal, that means we hit food, so we'll go sub down to 2000. Get rid of that line. Okay, 1280 is now, if I find food, then go down to 2000. Now I need to break that line up. How can I do that? Shoot. Okay. Delete that character. Insert some so it gets to the next line. Go there. Insert that. Now insert enough so I'd say 2010. Ha. Okay, see, look at that. It put my whole thing there so we can. Or wait, what? You know, this used to be a lot easier when I was younger. I hate to say that. Fy equals int ran 0 times 22 plus 1 position fx fy. Okay. So then let's split this up into two lines. Delete. Insert. Get those down on their own line. Now, get this down on its own line. Yeah, this would probably been easier if I'd have just loaded it into a word processor. Whoops. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I wonder who Goes is talking to. I'm talking to myself, Steve. And my other two viewers that are out there. Sorry. This isn't that most exciting stream there ever was. But I never promised a roller coaster of fun. Okay, there's our whole... Oh, and up here I need to... Because I have these commands now, all broken up. Why did I ever stuff all of those on the one line? What was I thinking? Because I got to refactor. This is if I hit the food, so it increases the length, and then it randomly puts the food somewhere else. And I got to redo this anyway, because sometimes it'll put the food on top of where we already, on top of the snake, which is not what you want. So now all I did was, if we end up in the same position as the food, go sub 2000. So 2000 does everything that obnoxious line used to do before. Okay, we put the length up in the upper left, put the food in a random position, and then return after we increase the length. So the code should run the same way. And the code is running the same way, except when I get food. Hey, Billy. So there's just a bug when I get food because it's not... It's missing one X. Huh. I wonder... But length... Length... Pointer... Huh. So I'm definitely missing something when the length changes and it adds 1. I wonder if I put the code... I wonder if I erase the... Oops. Erase the old one from here. Okay, so I didn't break it, which is always good. Ha! I laugh at your error 3. I already increased. Let's erase that before we... Okay, it still works. We haven't broke anything. Ah, it's still leaving the X. Ah. Ah. Wonder if I need to move this 1 or 2 spots. Well, let's just, because I don't feel like thinking logically. Hey, that worked. Not thinking logically worked. Okay, we've got a snake. He's moving. He gets longer. He erases the last character. We got some definite optimization to do because he gets slower and slower the longer he gets. And that is from that array shuffling the coordinates of all the old positions down. But at least now it won't run out of space. But that's going to take longer and longer each time. I wonder if there's a faster way to shuffle arrays on AtariBasic. I could store the positions into a string. And then use the string. That makes it really easy to shuffle. So if you don't know, AtariBasic has basically your strings can be any length up to the amount of memory that's involved in the machine. So I could have a player X history string of 960 characters and a player Y history string of 960 characters, and then use the string manipulations because I can easily do that. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I don't like the echo. I don't know what I did. It's something I did. I'm pretty sure it's something I did. Yeah, 1320 through 1340 is the bottleneck. And I have another delay loop up higher. $12.04. Let's take that delay loop out. And this is the fastest the code will ever run, right? With that out. And I don't think it's going to be fast enough. Oh, I stand corrected. Let's see what happens when he gets a little long. Yeah, look, you can already tell. Snake's not supposed to get slower the longer he gets. Yeah, look how much slower he is than it was when we started. Okay, so let's do a test. Let's do a little test of what's faster shuffling. Shuffling numbers in arrays or in strings. So now we need to put something in those strings. Okay, there we go. That'll work. We want to print all those values. A for T equals V. B for T equals V. A string for T comma T equals. How do I store that? V. V string for T comma T equals. So that should store the character of that, and then we can use ASCII to get the character back out. Need a timer. What was it? 18, 19, and 20 is the timer. There it is. So I'm going to use the real-time clock that's in the machine to time each one of these. What did I do wrong there? A string for T in position TT. Oh wait, string start on. String start on 0 or 1, I think. Ah. String length error in 50. We'll just add 1 onto just to make things more confusing. Hopefully everybody's following along. Ooh, takes a while to stuff those shuffling arrays. Okay, takes a long time to stuff those numbers in there. Okay, so 1. So let's shuffle that array. T equals 1, 2, 99. For t equals 1 to 99, a for t minus 1 equals a for t, b for t minus 1 equals b for t, next t, oops, 150, next t, and then 160, okay, so we're stuffing some arrays with some random numbers, and then we're going to shuffle the array to find out how long that takes. Let's see this go. Three seconds. 3 seconds to shuffle 100 items. Let's take that 60 out so we get a little bit more precise. And that int. $123. Now let's shuffle. Oh, and I need those 350, 305. Okay, so now let's see what's faster. Shuffling the array or shuffling the string? Why did it feel like it took the shuffling the string a lot longer? And it came up with a lot smaller number. Yeah, it says it's only taken 3 jiffies to do it with the string versus 100 and some. But why does it feel like it's taking forever with the string? Oh, I put the string in. Okay, so this should be 5, and this should be 2. Yeah, I was restarting the... Okay, now it's outside of the for loop. So now we should get... So this was correct in the first place. It was resetting the start every single time it went through the loop. So yeah, of course that's going to be a lot faster. Wow, shuffling the erase faster. Anyway, it's not fast enough, so I'm going to have to play around with that this week and see what I can do, because right now Snake is not going to work the way I did it. I should go back and watch that rest of that Apple video, see how he did it. Maybe pick up some tricks. Because right now it's not going to. And I don't know. Could I just store the last X of the snake somewhere? Because right now I'm trying to store the entire snake, but I don't need to. I could just store the... Okay, so instead of storing... I could just store the last X. Okay, I'm going to have to think about it. I'm going to end the stream for right now. But I'm going to... First of all, I'm going to stream probably before next Tuesday, just to figure out why I'm getting this echo, because that is becoming very annoying. Oops. Oh, good thing I have that alias set up. Version control. Oops, 10. Oh man, it's October. 2022. Yeah, I've got aliases set up for LSCP MB because I always forget, and I'm so used to typing LS. Okay, so I'm gonna have to just store the last X. No, I can't do that because when I delete it, how do I know where the previous... I'm gonna have to think about it. Okay, that's it for me today. My head hurts. No, it doesn't really. I like programming. I really like figuring out these problems. I know it's not very exciting watching, so I might switch to Tuesday night stream as a gaming stream and maybe do something else on, maybe do a programming stream on different nights. I don't know. I do like the programming. I do like the programming stream, so. Okay. See ya.